My parents immigrated from the Philippines back in 1972 and 1973, when in the Philippines it was what they call the Marcos area, where there's economic instability and political instability. So the U.S. opened up the borders and allowed for people from the Philippines to come. My dad came at the age of 18, and he landed in downtown Los Angeles. And he often tells me he landed and he found a job before he even got to his apartment as a vacuum cleaner, a vacuum repairman. And then my mom immigrated a year later with a family of 9 in Santa Ana, California. And they stayed in Santa Ana for 42 years. And so my story starts in Santa Ana, California, where my parents met. And so, as a kid, I was the first person in my family to go to an American education system. My parents didn't go to college at all. And what they told me was, you have to go to college, you have to get an American education, and you cannot have an accent. And,
wow.
And because they worked in jobs where my mom was, she was started as a dishwasher, and she became a senior chemist without ever having a college degree. But she told me all the time that she was passed over for promotion after promotion because she had an accent and people didn't understand what she was saying. And so, we moved from one place to another to get me a great college prep education. Yeah. And so, so that's kind of like where it all started. And I look back on that because there's a lot of pressure as an immigrant child, a child of immigrant parents, to fulfill their dreams. There wasn't a family party I didn't go to where grandma would say, "You're going to buy me a house one day," or my mom would say, "You're going to buy me a Mercedes one day," or my aunt would say, "You're going to buy me a Lexus one day." And you just feel all this pressure because my parents did something I could never imagine have done. Leave a country that you've known,
incredible.
Leave a culture that you've known, land in the United States, and start all over as an adult.